Sigma females are a fascinating blend of strength and complexity, often masking their vulnerabilities behind a confident facade. But what happens when the pressure mounts? In moments of high stress, these independent women can slip into impulsive behaviors that reveal their hidden struggles. As they grapple with overwhelming emotions, their coping mechanisms may lead them down unexpected paths, resulting in choices that could jeopardize their well-being and relationships. What drives this behavior? And how does it impact their connections with others? The answers may surprise you as we uncover the intricate dynamics at play in the lives of Sigma females. 1. Workaholism. Workaholism is a prominent trait among Sigma females, characterized by an intense drive to excel in their careers and personal projects. This relentless pursuit of success often stems from a deep-seated need to prove their worth, leading them to dedicate excessive amounts of time and energy to their work. As they immerse themselves in their tasks, they may begin to neglect essential aspects of their lives, including their health and personal relationships. The pressure to achieve can become overwhelming, resulting in a cycle where work consumes every facet of their existence. The consequences of this workaholic behavior can be severe. Sigma females might find themselves skipping meals, sacrificing sleep, and forgoing exercise, all in the name of productivity. Their focus on work can alienate friends and family, who may feel ignored or unimportant as the Sigma female prioritizes her professional responsibilities over personal connections. Social invitations are often declined, and significant life milestones may be overlooked, leading to feelings of isolation. Despite these sacrifices, the Sigma female often convinces herself that such measures are necessary for success, unaware that she is heading toward burnout. Ironically, this drive for achievement is frequently rooted in fear of failure or inadequacy. Sigma females may believe that if they do not constantly push themselves, they will fall behind or fail to meet their own impossibly high standards. This mindset creates a vicious cycle where no amount of success feels sufficient, leading to chronic stress and exhaustion. The pressure they place on themselves can manifest as a badge of honor. They may view their workaholism as a sign of superiority and look down on those who do not share the same level of dedication. However, beneath this facade lies a complex web of insecurities that they rarely acknowledge. The workaholic tendencies of Sigma females can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms. When faced with stress, they might resort to impulsive behaviors or neglect self-care practices altogether. This disregard for their physical well-being can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and depression, further entrenching them in a cycle of overwork and emotional turmoil. The inability to step back from work not only affects their mental health but also hinders their ability to form meaningful connections with others. As Sigma females navigate their professional landscapes, it becomes crucial for them to recognize the importance of balance. Understanding that success does not solely hinge on relentless effort can help them cultivate healthier habits and relationships. By addressing the underlying fears that drive their workaholism, they can begin to reclaim control over their lives without sacrificing their well-being or personal connections. 2. Control issues. Control issues are a defining trait of Sigma females, who often possess an intense desire to manage their lives and environments meticulously. This need for control can manifest in various ways, leading to both efficiency and organization in their personal and professional endeavors. However, the darker side of this trait reveals itself in rigidity and inflexibility, making it challenging for them to adapt when circumstances change unexpectedly. Sigma females thrive on structure and predictability. When faced with disruptions, they may experience heightened anxiety and stress, struggling to cope with the chaos that ensues. This desire for control can significantly impact their relationships. In professional settings, Sigma females may find it difficult to delegate tasks, often believing that no one else can perform a job as well as they can. This belief can lead to micromanagement, where they oversee every detail of a project. Such behavior frustrates colleagues and subordinates, who may feel stifled and mistrusted. The work environment can become toxic as team morale diminishes under the weight of constant scrutiny. Their insistence on maintaining control can create barriers to collaboration, hindering productivity and innovation. In their personal lives, the need for control can strain relationships with family, friends, and partners. Sigma females may insist on having things done their way, leading to conflicts and resentment. Loved ones might feel as though they are walking on eggshells, unable to relax or express themselves freely around someone who is so particular about how things should be done. Over time, this behavior can drive a wedge between them and those they care about, resulting in feelings of isolation. Sigma females' resistance to change extends beyond just preferences. It often involves a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. When faced with unexpected events or disruptions, they may become overwhelmed by anxiety rather than embracing the opportunity for growth that change can present. This inability to adapt not only stunts their personal development, but also limits their potential for forming deeper connections with others. The psychological implications of these control issues are profound. Sigma females may struggle internally with feelings of inadequacy when they cannot maintain control over every aspect of their lives. This internal conflict often leads to self-criticism and a relentless pursuit of perfectionism. They may question their abilities and accomplishments, fearing that any loss of control could expose them as inadequate or unworthy. While the desire for control can foster efficiency and organization in Sigma females' lives, it also presents significant challenges that hinder personal growth and relationship building. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for Sigma females as they navigate their complex emotional landscapes and strive for a more balanced approach to life that allows for flexibility and connection with others. 3. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a hallmark trait of Sigma females, often driving them to set exceedingly high standards for themselves in every aspect of their lives. This relentless pursuit of flawlessness can lead to chronic stress and self-criticism, creating an internal environment where no achievement feels satisfactory. Sigma females may find themselves caught in a cycle where their accomplishments are overshadowed by their focus on perceived imperfections. Even when they achieve significant milestones, they struggle to celebrate these successes, as their attention quickly shifts to what could have been improved or done differently. This perfectionism manifests in various ways, often turning even mundane tasks into monumental challenges. For instance, a Sigma female might spend excessive time refining a project or presentation, redoing it multiple times until it meets her exacting standards. While this meticulousness can result in high-quality output, it also leads to inefficiencies and missed deadlines. The pressure to achieve perfection can create a paralyzing fear of failure, causing her to procrastinate or avoid starting new projects altogether. This behavior not only hampers productivity but also exacerbates feelings of inadequacy when she inevitably falls short of her own lofty expectations. The implications of perfectionism extend beyond work and into personal relationships. Sigma females often project their high standards onto those around them, leading to frustration and disappointment when others do not meet these expectations. Friends and family may feel they can never measure up, resulting in strained relationships and feelings of isolation. This tendency to scrutinize both themselves and others can create an environment rife with tension, where love and support are overshadowed by relentless criticism. The psychological toll of perfectionism can be profound. Sigma females frequently engage in negative self-talk, replaying past mistakes in their minds and questioning their abilities and worth. This harsh inner dialogue erodes self-esteem and fosters a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction. They may find it challenging to recognize their achievements or take pride in their work, because they are so focused on what went wrong or what could have been better. This constant self-assessment leads to emotional exhaustion and can contribute to anxiety and depression. Perfectionism stifles creativity and innovation. The fear of making mistakes can prevent Sigma females from taking risks or exploring new ideas, as they tend to stick to what they know they can execute flawlessly. This aversion to failure limits opportunities for personal growth and development, as they miss out on experiences that could broaden their horizons. Their reluctance to embrace imperfection not only hinders their potential but also keeps them trapped in a cycle of striving for unattainable goals. While the desire for perfection can drive Sigma females to excel and produce exceptional work, it also creates significant challenges that impact their mental health and relationships. The struggle between achieving high standards and accepting imperfection is a delicate balance that requires ongoing self-awareness and introspection. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for Sigma females as they navigate the complexities of their perfectionist tendencies while seeking fulfillment in both personal and professional realms. 4. Hidden insecurities. Despite their outward confidence and self-reliance, many Sigma females grapple with hidden insecurities that challenge their self-perception. These insecurities often stem from a profound need to validate their worth, which they mask behind a facade of self-assuredness. This duality creates a complex emotional landscape where the Sigma female presents a strong, independent exterior while internally battling feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. The pressure to maintain this image can lead to significant emotional exhaustion, as they constantly strive to meet their own high standards and those imposed by societal expectations. The hidden insecurities of Sigma females are frequently fueled by their perfectionist tendencies. They set lofty goals for themselves and become their own harshest critics, replaying past mistakes and questioning their abilities. This relentless inner dialogue can erode their self-esteem, leading them to believe that they are never quite good enough. Even when they achieve significant milestones, they often focus on what went wrong or what could have been done better, making it difficult to celebrate their successes. This cycle of self-criticism not only diminishes their sense of accomplishment but also reinforces their feelings of inadequacy. The isolation that often accompanies these hidden insecurities can exacerbate the problem. Sigma females tend to prefer solitude, viewing it as a means of self-reflection and independence. However, this preference can lead to a lack of social interaction and validation from others, leaving them feeling disconnected and unsupported. Without the feedback and encouragement that come from healthy relationships, their insecurities can fester and grow stronger, creating a vicious cycle of isolation and self-doubt. The emotional toll of maintaining a confident facade is significant. Sigma females may feel compelled to project an image of strength and composure, fearing that revealing their vulnerabilities will be perceived as weakness. This fear can prevent them from seeking help or expressing their true feelings, further entrenching them in their internal struggles. The effort required to uphold this persona can be exhausting, leading to burnout and a sense of disconnection from their true selves. These hidden insecurities can impact personal relationships. Sigma females may erect emotional barriers as a defense mechanism against potential hurt or rejection. Their reluctance to open up can make it challenging for others to connect with them on a deeper level, leading to misunderstandings and feelings of loneliness even in the presence of loved ones. This guarded nature often stems from past experiences of betrayal or disappointment, causing them to hesitate in trusting others fully. In professional settings, these insecurities may manifest as reluctance to collaborate or delegate tasks. Sigma females might fear that others will not meet their high standards or will undermine their efforts, leading them to take on too much responsibility themselves. This behavior not only hinders teamwork but also contributes to stress and burnout as they struggle under the weight of unrealistic expectations. While Sigma females often exude confidence and independence, the hidden insecurities they harbor reveal a more complex reality. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for fostering healthier relationships and promoting personal growth. By addressing these insecurities head-on and allowing themselves the grace to be imperfect, Sigma females can begin to bridge the gap between their projected image and their true selves. 5. Difficulty trusting others. Difficulty trusting others is a significant challenge for many Sigma females, deeply rooted in their fear of vulnerability and past experiences of betrayal. This trait can permeate various aspects of their lives, affecting personal relationships and professional collaborations alike. Sigma females often erect emotional barriers, making it difficult for others to penetrate their defenses and get close to them. They may have been hurt in previous relationships, leading them to adopt a self-protective stance that keeps potential friends and partners at arm's length. This reluctance to trust can create an environment where they feel isolated, even when surrounded by loved ones. In personal relationships, the struggle with trust manifests as a hesitance to share personal details or open up about their feelings. Sigma females may fear that revealing their vulnerabilities will expose them to judgment or exploitation. As a result, they often keep their emotions tightly guarded, which can lead to misunderstandings and frustration on both sides. Partners may feel distant or excluded because the Sigma female doesn't share her fears or insecurities, leaving them guessing about her emotional state. This lack of openness prevents deep emotional intimacy from forming, as true connection requires mutual vulnerability. Friends and family may sense that she is holding back but may be unsure how to reach her, resulting in a sense of distance and disconnection. Professionally, these trust issues can hinder collaboration and teamwork. Sigma females may struggle to delegate tasks or rely on colleagues, fearing that others will not meet their high standards or will take advantage of their trust. This inclination to work independently rather than collaboratively can lead to burnout, as they take on too much responsibility themselves. Their preference for solitude can further exacerbate feelings of isolation, limiting opportunities for support and encouragement from peers. In environments where teamwork is essential, Sigma females may find themselves feeling overwhelmed and unsupported. Their distrust often extends beyond individual relationships to encompass broader societal structures and institutions. They may question authority figures or be skeptical of established norms, viewing them as potential sources of manipulation or oppression. While this critical mindset can be valuable in challenging the status quo, it can also lead to feelings of alienation and disconnection from society at large. At its core, the difficulty trusting others stems from a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. Past betrayals can leave lasting scars, making it challenging for Sigma females to believe that trusting others is worth the risk. While this self-protective instinct serves as a shield against further pain, it simultaneously prevents them from forming meaningful connections and experiencing the richness that comes from trusting relationships. The emotional toll of maintaining such barriers is significant. They may find themselves longing for connection while simultaneously pushing people away. This complex interplay between fear and the desire for connection creates a paradox for Sigma females. They yearn for deep relationships but are often held back by their own insecurities and distrust. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for fostering healthier interactions with others and promoting personal growth in their lives. 6. Apathetic behavior. Apathetic behavior is a notable trait that can emerge in Sigma females, particularly when they are under significant stress. This tendency to exhibit apathy towards others' feelings and needs often stems from their independent nature and their inclination to prioritize logic and practicality over emotional considerations. When faced with challenges, Sigma females may become so consumed by their own struggles that they inadvertently neglect the emotional needs of those around them. This lack of empathy can create a chasm in personal relationships, leading to misunderstandings and feelings of alienation among friends and family. The emotional suppression that often accompanies this apathetic behavior can be detrimental. For instance, when a Sigma female encounters a stressful situation such as a demanding project at work or personal turmoil, she might push through without addressing her own emotional needs. This can result in unresolved feelings that build up over time, ultimately leading to burnout. Friends and family may find it difficult to connect with her on a deeper level, as her focus on practicality can overshadow the importance of emotional expression. They might feel shut out or unimportant, leading to frustration and resentment. The tendency to prioritize logic over emotions can hinder the development of meaningful connections. Sigma females may struggle to empathize with others who are experiencing emotional distress, as they often view situations through a lens of rationality rather than emotional understanding. For example, if a loved one is grieving, a Sigma female might offer practical advice rather than emotional support, which can come across as cold or insensitive. This disconnect can leave others feeling unsupported during vulnerable times, further isolating the Sigma female in her emotional landscape. In professional settings, this apathetic behavior can manifest as a reluctance to engage with colleagues on an emotional level. Sigma females may focus solely on tasks and outcomes, neglecting the importance of interpersonal relationships within the workplace. This approach can lead to misunderstandings with coworkers who may feel undervalued or overlooked. Team dynamics can suffer as a result. Collaboration requires not only skill but also an understanding of each team member's emotional state and contributions. The emotional neglect that arises from this apathetic behavior can have long-lasting effects on mental health. The inability to process emotions adequately or recognize the feelings of others creates an internal environment where stress and anxiety can flourish. Over time, this pattern may lead to deeper issues such as chronic stress or depression, as the Sigma female finds herself increasingly isolated from those who could provide support and understanding. The cycle of apathy also reinforces feelings of loneliness and disconnection. While Sigma females often cherish their independence, their tendency to withdraw emotionally can exacerbate feelings of solitude during challenging times. They may crave connection yet simultaneously push people away due to their inability to engage empathetically. This paradox creates an ongoing struggle between the desire for meaningful relationships and the fear of vulnerability that comes with opening up emotionally. While Sigma females possess many admirable qualities such as independence and resilience, their propensity for apathetic behavior under stress highlights the importance of addressing emotional needs, both their own and those of others. Recognizing this dynamic is crucial for fostering healthier relationships and enhancing overall well-being in both personal and professional contexts. 7. Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is a prominent characteristic that can significantly impact Sigma females, often manifesting as an intense focus on their own ideas and goals to the exclusion of alternative perspectives. This fixation can be both a strength and a weakness. While it enables them to dive deeply into projects and achieve remarkable results, it also fosters stubbornness and an inability to adapt when new information or viewpoints arise. When Sigma females become engrossed in their vision, everything else may fade into the background, leading to a narrow understanding of situations and limiting their ability to engage with others constructively. This tunnel vision can create challenges in personal relationships. Sigma females may inadvertently disregard the feelings and opinions of those around them, believing that their perspective is the most valid or important. This behavior can alienate friends and family members who feel undervalued or ignored. For instance, during discussions or decision-making processes, a Sigma female might dominate the conversation, pushing her agenda without considering input from others. Such interactions can lead to misunderstandings and resentment, as loved ones may feel dismissed or unappreciated. In professional settings, this trait can hinder collaboration and teamwork. Sigma females often prefer to work independently, driven by their strong sense of self-reliance and confidence in their abilities. However, this independence can morph into inflexibility when they become overly attached to their ideas. Colleagues may find it challenging to contribute or share insights if they sense that their input will be disregarded or undervalued. This lack of openness can stifle creativity and innovation within teams, as diverse perspectives are essential for problem-solving and generating new ideas. The stubbornness that accompanies tunnel vision can also prevent Sigma females from recognizing when they need to pivot or adjust their strategies. In rapidly changing environments, such as the workplace or personal life, the inability to adapt can lead to missed opportunities. For example, if a Sigma female is fixated on a particular project approach that is no longer effective, her reluctance to consider alternatives may result in failure or stagnation. This rigidity not only affects her success but can also impact those who rely on her leadership or guidance. The emotional toll of tunnel vision is significant. Sigma females may experience heightened stress levels when they feel compelled to defend their ideas against criticism or alternative viewpoints. This defensiveness can create an atmosphere of tension in both personal and professional relationships, where open dialogue becomes difficult. The pressure to maintain their perspective often leads them to overanalyze situations rather than engage in constructive discussions that could foster understanding and compromise. The challenge for Sigma females lies in finding a balance between their intense focus on personal goals and the need for flexibility in thought and action. Embracing diverse perspectives does not diminish their strengths, rather, it enhances their ability to navigate complex situations more effectively. Learning to step back and consider alternative viewpoints can enrich their experiences and foster deeper connections with others. While tunnel vision enables Sigma females to pursue their ambitions with determination, it is essential for them to cultivate awareness of its limitations. By acknowledging the value of adaptability and collaboration, they can enhance both their personal growth and relationships with others, paving the way for a more fulfilling life journey. 8. Impulsivity under stress. In high-stress situations, some Sigma females may resort to impulsive or reckless behavior as a coping mechanism, a response that can manifest in various unhealthy ways. This impulsivity often arises when the pressure becomes overwhelming, leading them to seek immediate relief from their emotional turmoil. Instead of addressing the underlying issues, they might engage in behaviors that provide temporary escape but ultimately contribute to long-term negative consequences. For instance, they may indulge excessively in food, shopping, or other forms of escapism, seeking comfort in the moment without considering the repercussions on their health or finances. This tendency towards impulsivity can also lead to neglecting personal well-being. When faced with stress, Sigma females might prioritize immediate gratification over self-care routines they typically value. They may skip workouts, ignore healthy eating habits, or forgo essential rest in favor of distractions that offer quick relief from their anxiety. Such choices can lead to physical and mental exhaustion, compounding the stress they initially sought to escape. Over time, this neglect can result in a decline in overall health and well-being, creating a cycle where stress begets further impulsive behavior. Impulsive actions can strain relationships with friends and family. When Sigma females act without considering the feelings or needs of others, they may inadvertently create rifts that lead to misunderstandings and resentment. For example, a Sigma female might lash out at a loved one during a stressful period, saying things she doesn't mean in a moment of frustration. This behavior can alienate those around her and cause emotional pain for both parties involved. Friends and family may feel confused or hurt by her sudden changes in behavior, leading to a breakdown in communication and trust. In professional environments, impulsivity can manifest as hasty decision-making or taking on too much at once without adequate planning. Sigma females might leap into new projects or commitments driven by the urgency of their emotions rather than through careful consideration. This approach can lead to burnout as they juggle multiple responsibilities without proper time management or support systems in place. Colleagues may perceive this behavior as erratic or unreliable, further complicating workplace dynamics and hindering collaboration. The emotional toll of acting impulsively under stress can lead to feelings of guilt and regret. After the initial relief fades, Sigma females may reflect on their choices with criticism and disappointment. This cycle of impulsivity followed by self-reproach can erode self-esteem and contribute to anxiety and depression over time. The internal conflict between their desire for control and the chaos brought on by impulsive actions creates a complex emotional landscape that is difficult to navigate. While impulsivity may provide short-term relief during high-stress periods for Sigma females, it often leads to long-lasting negative effects on their health, relationships, and professional lives. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for fostering healthier coping mechanisms that allow them to manage stress without resorting to reckless behavior. By developing strategies that promote mindfulness and self-care, Sigma females can learn to address their emotions constructively rather than through impulsive actions that ultimately undermine their well-being.